32 DSBH Whitehawk by Jayco here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. At the time of this filming, Whitehawk is the fastest growing lightweight line out there from the #1 producer of travel trailers. I don't think that's a coincidence. The question is always why? Why are so many people converting from other brand customers to Jayco customers with the Whitehawk here? Simplest reason is, the first question is, what is a Whitehawk? Simply stated, it's the J-Flight Ultralite. J-Flight is the #1 selling travel trailer in the world for 10 straight seasons now. And that's an accomplishment no one else has ever trumped. And basically, you can combine the numbers 2 and 3 and they still don't equal Jayco. It's tremendous. Construction's a big reason why. Construction, the usability, and the value. This was literally just shipped in, so we still have some shipping, road grime on here. We'll get that all cleaned off for you before you take it home. But seamless, frameless windows, rather. Those help keep the seals protected from the sun. And, they're a little more worry-free, not to mention the fact that they just look super cool. Now, most lightweight trailers, you can walk up, you can thump on the side walls, and they feel nice and solid. But please walk over to the side of the slide-out, walk to the front wall, walk to the rear wall. On Jayco, they're fully vacuum laminated. Most manufacturers only hang a flimsy sheet of fiberglass right there. There's nothing actually structural about it. When your slide sides are not laminated, they're not as strong. They're more likely to wiggle. That increases the likelihood for leaks. Not to mention, there's less insulative quality in there. Notice too, they're still doing a big 2 foot of diamond plate up front here. A lot of brands have gone away from that, just to save money, really. The power tongue jack, the power awning, you can find on virtually every lightweight nowadays, but Jayco uses a better grade. Easiest way to show you that is if you're out shopping, ask your salesperson to hook power up to the unit, because most of the time they don't have that, and ask them to show you how the awning runs in and out. In your Jaycos, you're going to find it generally runs at least twice as fast. Now, what I like about this big front pass-through storage, the door is tall and it is wide. That means you can actually put big lawn chairs in here. Now, notice too, the entire thing, the full 1.5-inch door is fully laminated. That's a big deal. If this is not laminated, that means that you're not insulating your bedroom, which is right there. That didn't work so well, but you can see that we have the slam latches right here. They seal the piano hinges on these doors so that you don't have water getting in there. Water freezes, it expands, and it springs those hinges. The power awnings Jayco uses, like I said, better grade motor. They do move faster. And look at the size of this. This is a good, 22-foot awning roughly. Other things that you don't normally think about, but you appreciate once you go camping, is the width of this door. Their doors are 2 or 3 inches wider than just about anybody else. And there's going to be a few manufacturers that do some of the things I tell you about in this video, but I can't really think of any that do everything. Like the nicer light strip that is C-channeled in under the awning right here. And I say C-channel because some manufacturers are gluing it to the side. How long do you think that glue is going to hold up when the sun starts beating on the side of this trailer? It's a trick question. Not very long is the obvious answer. I'm bringing you back here for a couple reasons. One, to give you just a good look at it, but two, look at the extreme taper on this roof, the extreme grade. That's because this has a barreled and domed interior, which only magnifies the already domed exterior roof on these. Jayco's Magnum truss roof systems hold something crazy, like 350 pounds per square foot. It's nuts. Now, whenever you see one of these brackets on the back, that's a dead giveaway that this RV includes an outside grill. Keep in mind, there may be differences in this video compared to the unit you're taking home. And that's why I always recommend you read our listing and you look at our picture tour, because I make those match the actual unit you're taking home 9 times out of 10, or at least with a very high degree of accuracy, whereas this video is just here for stock footage. Now, we have the bumper mount grill on the back to go with the 2-burner stove right here. This will let you cook your corn and your beans while you're cooking your big food back there. The tray for the microwave always ships loose like that. It's just something that doesn't bounce around. But I opened this door to show you that even in the outside kitchen, you have 4-sided box constructed drawers. Even the front side has plywood on here. Now, that's a big deal. A lot of manufacturers won't box in the front. They only bolt the faceplate to the sides, and it's not as strong structurally. They leave you extra room right here in the outside kitchen for things like blenders and whatnot, or griddles. And they do include an outside kitchen, or pardon me, a microwave in their outside kitchen, which I think is super cool. The second door right here leads right to the bathroom, which is right next to the bunkhouse, which is right next to the refrigerator. Those are the number 1, 2, and 3 reasons kids are going to want to walk in and out of your camper all day. And now you just cut down on the immense amount of dirt and foot traffic the kids are going to run through your trailer. And it is worth mentioning, fully enclosed, heated, insulated underbelly. This is not a Four Seasons coach. You can obviously see it's snowing out here. In this type of weather, we are very familiar with what makes something truly Four Seasons and not. You know, there is no ultralight out there, period, that is truly Four Seasons. Someone's going to tell you otherwise. It's not true. Long story short. The interior color scheme we're looking at here is called coffee. But again, remember, your pictures can look different. Now, we have a full Trifold Denver Mattress brand hide-a-bed sofa on here, and it is awesome. It folds out into a true queen bed. It's very comfortable. It's something guests, adult guests, can actually sleep on. Look at this huge window over this dinette, just letting tons of light in here, so much so that it actually darkens the camera otherwise. I do like that coffee color scheme, though. It's just got very cool high contrast things to it. Remember that if you're not necessarily in love with the colors you see in these photos, you need to look at the unit in person, because the camera sees it different. Long story short. Oh, one thing is, actually 2 things I was going to show you. First of all, their table is elliptical and it's freestanding. You can take it inside, outside, anywhere you want. And secondly, their rear bench in a Jayco free floats. You see how that's moving? That is a floating toy chest. Now what's really cool, move the table out of the way. Pull that toy chest forward. You just created a pack and play. And because Jayco insulates their slide outs and they laminate the slide outs for extra insulation, if you put a baby down there, they're not going to get cold in the spring and the fall. You put them down there with a blanket, they'll be fine. Learned that trick when I was a dad, you know, just starting to camp with the little one. So the barreled interior roof, what that means here is that this ceiling is 7 foot tall at the top, and it's like 6'9" or something like that on the sides. It's very tall. I mean, to give you an idea, I mean, I'm 6'3" with some big boots on. My head's not even coming close to the sides of this thing. It's a very big deal when you get extra cabinet space and when you have extra room in the shower and extra headroom in the bunk. So this floor plan really benefits from that. You see the skylight here above the kitchen. If you don't want to be ant under a magnifying glass, they do put a little shade on there so you can still get some light and not cook. The extreme size and depth of these things right here. We all know what this is. We talked about it outside. It's a spinning tray for a microwave. It's about the size of a dinner plate, right? Look at how big this cabinet is. It's huge. You need that kind of space. You can sleep 8 or 10 people in here. You have to feed everybody. You have to be able to store that kind of stuff. And you have 4 of these full extension ball bearing glide drawers right here, right in the living room. 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. That is 33% larger than just about anything else in this class, and that's standard in a White Hog. Jayco standardizes what everybody else costs extra for upgrades on. The air conditioner. A lot of times we will upgrade these to a 15K instead of a 13.5. Not always. So always double check our spec list. Again, those are differences, but I want to mention that because most of the time we'll do it and it increases. It's about 50% more powerful. Not to mention, Jayco spends a little bit extra on these little fins right here. What this does is it lets all your cold air drop right here in the living room when you're setting up and the kids are hot. Sorry, my hands are dirty. I was stamping brochures today. I guess I got ink all over the place and didn't realize it. But when you're done, you flip these shut, and then your central air system takes over. All LED interior lights all the way through. And what's funny is that's true from Jayco's most affordable starter point travel trailer all the way up to their very highest level fifth wheel. It's all they do because it's better. Notice we have a hanging bar in this giant bonus pantry over here. That's because this is removable shelving. If you want to take that shelf out, and create a hanging storage with dresser space below, you can do it. If you need the food storage, you got it. It's customizable space. It does whatever you need. Well, and moms and dads, they're gonna know that that's the emergency sock drawer. That's what every mom and dad has, an emergency sock drawer in their camper somewhere, because the kids, I don't know how they do it, but they need it. Foot flush stool. You notice that everything is linoleum from the entryway all the way through the bathroom and the bunkhouse. where you're going to get the majority of your dirt tracked in, it's easy to clean. Again, the extra space in here is going to mean lots of extra headroom. And just to show you, again, I'm a tall guy. I have no problems in here. I wish my own camper was that tall, actually. I have a 26-foot Jayco bunkhouse, and I got to duck a little bit in the shower because I just don't get to camp as much as I want. I didn't go all in. Like, I kind of wish I should have. The top bunk here in the bunkhouse flips down, just to give you an idea. And what's nice is Jayco uses struts, and these beds are 300-pound rated. That's the highest in the industry. Not to mention the fact that even their bunk mattress is Denver Mattress brand stuff. It's 50% thicker, 50% better than anything else you'll find. Every sleeping space has its own light. Every kid gets their own light. These two futons down here can convert between a daytime sofa or a nighttime king bed. That's awesome. All of your windows, other than the one kitchen window by the stove for fire safety reasons, have nicer night shades. So you have nicer privacy. And notice they're fully boxed in. People can't peek into your camper. Light doesn't seep in around the sides. This right here is one of the very few areas where this floor plan differs from the J-Flight 32 BHDS as opposed to this Whitehawk 32 DSBH. Essentially, this is just the ultralight version of the 32 BHDS. It saves you about 1,100 pounds by comparison. It's a big deal. It's a difference between a good half ton and probably should have a 3/4 or really heavy half. Anyway, now, because this went with a smaller outside kitchen versus the big one, you have extra storage below this bunk. We have a 50% larger bunk on the bottom and a normal single bunk up top. You maintain 4 bunks in this bunkhouse versus just 3 that you would find in most versions of this floor plan. And we do have a sliding pocket door here. Mom and Dad can shut the kids out and have some privacy. Basically, this is going to be Mom and Dad's sanity room. And moms and dads know what I mean. I don't mean there's anything wrong with your kids. I just mean that sometimes you love them to death. And moms and dads know what I mean. Moving forward, this is one of the other very few areas where this will differ from the J-Flight 32 BHDS. The J-Flight 32 BHDS has a center island entertainment center with side entryways. This has a private front bedroom. That does mean this floor plan is a little bit longer. But even though it is longer, it's still lighter weight. It's 1,100 pounds lighter. It's awesome. This gives us the spinning entertainment center here, and I do love that Jayco takes the time to put a mirror on the back. It's just a nicer touch. This floor plan, I believe, is going to have about a 32-inch flat screen. I'm pretty sure that is standard, but please double check me. That may be an option that we added. If so, we've always done it. Bluetooth DVD stereo. You can hook your phone up to this wirelessly, and I love the handy little DVD shelf over here. It's just perfect. Now, a lot of people are like, well, they didn't put doors on here. You're right, they didn't, because people are inclined to leave that door open and then run the slide out over top of it and break them. Jayco eliminated that potential for failure because, unfortunately, sometimes people don't think and do that. Shoe garage, one of my favorite features to find. It's such a small thing, but it's the biggest thing, because if you've ever had a bunkhouse and you go camping, where do the shoes end up? In a big ugly pile by that door right there. Or, if you don't want to use the shoe garage, you have a handy little storage and boot box right here. Or as grandpas and grandmas will know, grandpas, grandmas, moms and dads everywhere will know that, rather, as a timeout seat. Nobody likes the timeout seat. Moms and dads will enjoy a sliding pocket door right here for a private front bedroom. Both sides of the bedroom have some very large windows. All the windows do open for ventilation. We do have a full true queen bed, 80-inch long queen bed, storage underneath, struts to help you lift it up. Very easy. This is not that shorter camper queen. And if you notice down here, that little green light, this is an LED charging, or pardon me, USB charging station. That's with an LED light. And that is there to keep your phones and things like that charged. And I've really only scratched the surface on it, guys. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping. And there's that awning I was telling you about. Watch how much faster it rolls in. Now go shopping somewhere else and compare. And you're going to see that they are better grade appliances here in this Jayco. Have fun, guys.